Hey, Bravehearts. Okay, so today's one-a-day is this. Climate change. If it's too hot in the kitchen, get out. Let me tell you something right now. I'll tell you, the only climate change is your brain's on fire, okay? The only climate change that's really happening is inflammation. Okay, did you ever take a look at the word inflammation? The first few letters are inflame and then ation. Well, inflammation nation, that's the only climate change. And the climate change is to get everybody to boil. Remember what they said? Remember what they said about the frog, okay? The frog? They put the frog in the pot and that would be you. And then they slowly turn the temperature up. So the only climate change is you, okay? So if you don't learn how to be cool as a kitten, okay, you are going to fry up because you are the frog in the pot. And they are going to turn it up 1 degree at a time until all of a sudden we don't even know the water's boiling. And that would be what? Well, we do know that they are going to do whatever they can to create a war before the end of the summer. We also know that they're going to have the monkey thing and also climate change. Okay, and the reality is it's going to be so easy for them to do. It's going to be a hands-down dunk because human beings are human doings and they don't think. They don't think. God loved every one of them. Okay, understand something. We all came here. We were all given choices, but people don't seem to be making choices, do they? They've been told what to choose and then they do. We're talking about ruled, fooled, and schooled. There's no climate change. Seriously? Okay, are we over this yet? Carbon tax, are we over this yet? You know what? I'm going to tell you something. If you were to know what really the trees are doing, they are equalizing everything. Okay, so here's the deal. Whether you want to believe it or not, 99 out of 100 people will always be able to be fooled, ruled, and schooled. Okay? 99 out of 100 people will have their brains fried like an egg. What happens when you have anxiety? Do you know what happens when you have anxiety? I can tell you. If you have anxiety for more than, are you ready for this? 30 seconds, you are dumping adrenaline, cortisol, and histamine into your body. And now guess what? You have two immune systems, but now you've shut down your inner immune system called your immune system. And now you are on another immune system, but it's not an immune system, it's just a protector, and that's called your adrenals. Now your adrenals are continually firing, continually putting out adrenaline and cortisol. So now what happens is guess what? Before you have inflammation like arthritis or sinusitis or colitis or all these other symptoms in the body, that itis just means inflammation. Before you have inflammation anywhere in the physical body, you have it in your mind first because you have a landmine. So the reality is the only climate change is you. Okay, you're the frog in the pot and they're boiling it and you don't even know it. And the reality is you bought into their BS, their dysfunctional belief systems about climate change. And everybody's going to be, so many people are going to be attacking me on this one. But guess what? We'll all find out that wasn't true in about 3 to 5 years after we've all been ruled, schooled, and screwed. Okay, because we're all going to get screwed, even myself, because majority rules, even if they're fools. And here's the deal. Let me just tell you what's really happening. The only climate change, like I said, is in your head, okay? It's in your head. So what happens is, guess what? Every time you stress out, don't know how to connect to your Lionheart breath, don't know how to go 3, 2, 1, Braveheart, I got this. You don't know how to stay in the moment. You don't own the moment, because most people are only in the moment 3 to 5% of their day, which means that they've had their pants pulled down and the diaper pulled off and put on their face already. So the reality is this. So stress, what does stress do? Well, we know that stress releases stress hormones and chemicals that are frying up your tissues, dehydrating you. They are eating up your oxygen, eating up your minerals. But before that even happens anywhere in the body, okay, you're frying your brain like an egg. So what happens is your brain goes, oh my God, it's just a computer, because that's all your brain is. Your brain is a computer that actually, what happens is you have an image, that image creates a thought, that thought creates an emotion, that emotion then creates a frequency. That frequency then goes and dumps chemicals, okay, whether they are dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, the love ones, or the hate and fear ones, which are histamine, adrenaline, and cortisol, which means hacking. You're always trying to hack up stuff because you can't swallow their BS. So now what happens is your adrenals are continually firing all the time. You're overriding on your thyroid, blowing your thyroid out and your parathyroid. And so now what happens, your brain goes, I can't take this anymore. I'm just like a computer. All I do is store prominent dominant beliefs, and most of yours are BS. And they are. Most of our, they are. We've been programmed since 0 to 7, and then we ride with those programs until we go to the grave, don't we? Most people, they don't know how to change their personality, so they can't change their reality. So now your brain's on fire, and what does it do? Like any computer, it says, I got to shut down. So now, what's wrong with you? I don't know. I just got diagnosed with depression. You don't have, there's no such thing as depression. There's such thing as the computer getting fried because of climate change, and it has to shut itself down to cool down, or else you would have stroked out or had a heart attack. That's it. There's nothing more to it than that. I'll be on at noon today, so if you want to come and challenge me on my Zoom, I'll give you my Zoom link. You come and challenge me. That's the only bloody climate change, and it's in here. And you're frying your brain out. You're frying your neurons, your synapses out. You can't even think straight anymore. And that is the climate change, okay? All they got to do is get in here, and when they own this, they can tell you anything. And then you're just going to believe it, because guess what? The last time that you were in a fear state, false evidence appearing real, took you down, didn't it? Well, it's a good thing that I live in Mexico, because it's almost sunny every day. Today it's a little cloudy, but it's actually really beautiful. And then I'll tell people, you know what, I haven't seen a chemtrail since I got here, and people don't want to believe it. Well, look up then, Dr. Wolf. Well, I do. There is no chemtrails here. And I got to tell you, the climate here is really great. But I will tell you what's really bad, okay? Because the waters are boiling inside of people. People's brains are being fried like eggs. You know, I've got staff that are starting to go like this, and we're having meetings to try to pull them back into getting them to master their emotions, connect to their breath, fill up their heart with love, and know that we got this, and that there is a creator, there is a source. So once you decide to leave the source of everything, and you believe anything that anybody opens their mouth with today, if it's not empowering, then it's BS, a dysfunctional belief system. I'll be back here at noon if you want to challenge me on this, okay? Have a beautiful day. Brave hearts.